grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Been grinding all my life.
Top of the morning, everybody. Top of the morning. It is Friday, you guys. We have made it through the week, but we still got to get through the day. Oh, man. Hope everybody's having a beautiful and blessed morning. Somebody got paid today. Somebody's pockets got greased. Somebody got that direct deposit and they got a smile on their face. But you probably got a smile that's going to quickly turn into a frown because you got bills. Oh, man. But you know what? Let's go ahead and hop right into it. This is the breakdown. X's and O's with Nate Ness. I'm your host, Nate Ness. And let's go ahead and recap from last night's preseason game between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, great game, great competitive game. As I've said before in my previous breakdown, what you expect to see in the second week of the preseason is that, your starters, they're going to play between 1 and 3 series. You want to get the offense and the defense, the rhythm going. You want to get the flow, get a couple of drives in, get them going, get them prepared for week 1, you know what I'm saying? Get them ready, get the blood flowing, so they can see the game and be able to get in game ready shape and in game mental focus. Now, Justin Fields, man. You know what? Let's just talk about the Chicago Bears and their young quarterback. Now, they drafted him last year out of Ohio State University. Rookie year, he went through the rookie ups and downs, the normal rookie ups and downs that you go through from transitioning from college to the NFL. Now, in the second year, as most players are, you want to make that jump. You want to make that jump that from that rookie year where you go through your rookie struggles and just learning the concept of the game and getting used to the NFL game. It's a longer season. Guys are more athletic. This is a grown man's game, physical, all that. You know what? Again, you look to make a jump from the first season. And to be honest with you, he looked decent. I can't take anything away from him. He looked very, very decent. He led the first offense on one drive, and on that drive, he went 5 of 7 for 39 yards. He was very poised in the pocket, very calm in the pocket. And to be honest with you, he's looking to just improve and improve his feel for the game, become a better student of the game. And this young man has all the intangibles. When he passed the eye test with the size, arm strength, the athleticism, now it's learning to be a solid leader, being a quarterback, the face of the franchise, knowing when you got to slide the protection, calling out the blitzes and the most dangerous man, knowing knowing if it's going to be really too high or if it's single high, and knowing the defensive disguises and whatnot and what to expect. Playing that chess game with the D coordinator. That's what, that separates, good quarterbacks from great and amazing quarterbacks. So he's looking to make that jump this year. And to be honest with you, I really hope he can do it. And he can do it. He has all the intangibles. He looks great. He has an opportunity to make a name for himself and carve out a name for himself in this Bears team. And again, this is a team that has a first-year coach and Coach Matt Eberflus. As you guys know, he's a defensive coordinator or a former defensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts. This is his first year coaching the Bears, and your first year coaching, you want to make sure your quarterback, him being a defensive-minded guy, hey, listen, you want to be able to, that quarterback, you want him to, be able to go out there and take control of the offense, take command of the offense, and be the leader of the team and the franchise as he has been pegged to do. So it's going to be very important for Justin Fields to take that leap in year 2. And he looked great. I'm not going to take anything from him. He looked great. And I hope and pray that he continues to get better week in and week out. Now, on the other side, Geno Smith, he started for the Hawks, and he did 8 series. Now, as I stated before, again, you wasn't expecting him to be in there that long, but him and the offense came out flat, couldn't find a rhythm. So again, for a head coach, for Coach Carroll to feel confident in his offense, he wants to see them at least go down there, complete it and sustain a long drive and get a scoring drive at that. That's what you want to, then you can be like, okay, we're cool. We seen what we need to see, but they didn't, as they struggled. And they were slow as far as finding their rhythm on offense. And they fell behind early, 17-0 going at halftime. I mean, again, they struggled, and it was big time, especially on third down. And they went 4 for 19 on third down. But not to, just to throw rain on their parade. Both teams struggled, as the Bears also went 4 for 16 on third down. But still, as a coach and as a team, you got to feel that comfort. I mean, again, okay, the offense, we got a scoring drive, we got some good film, we got some good footage, and it wasn't one of those nights. It was a struggling night for the team. You know, and again, they got to get better. They got to get better because before you know it, the season, week 1 will be here before we know it. Now, on the other side of the ball, Trevor Siemian, the journeyman, and Nathan Peterman, they had solid outings for the Chicago Bears after Justin Fields and the first team offense went out. Siemian has played and started numerous games, whether it was for the Broncos or for the Vikings. You know, he knows the ins and outs of the game. And a true vet, he went 8-15 for 48 yards and 1 touchdown. And Nathan Peterman, he went 8-14 for 84 yards. And it was just a solid day for those guys. The Bears, though, they got great production from their running game. And I can't stress the importance of having a solid running game, because what a solid running game does is it the time of possession. It affects the time of possession big time. If you can run the ball, you can sustain long drives. I'm talking about those 10 to 13 play, 9-minute drives that completely gas and hurt the defense. If you can get that from your offense, and especially with the Bears having a young team and a young signal caller in Justin Fields, you want to be able to run the ball to control the clock, control the chains, keep your offense on the field and your defense on the sideline while keeping their defense on the field and their offense on the sideline. You know what? But it was a great showing from them with rookie DeMontre Tuggle leading the way with 12 carries for 41 yards. And Darrington Evans, he also chipped in 39 yards and 8 carries and 1 touchdown. And it's just very important. It's very confident, you know, with your offensive coordinator to see that the running game, again, developing some type of running game. Now, on the other side for the Hawks, Jacob Eason, he got a chance to get some extended play time. You know, Drew Lock, he had tested positive for COVID-19, and he had to quarantine. So he got, you know what, he got some extra, you know, time out there on the field. Going 17 for 35. Wasn't really nothing, you know, flashy for 149 yards. But offensively, again, they were just flat. You know, not taking anything away or to rain on Seattle. And you have those games, you know what, but they came out flat. They couldn't get nothing going on the offensive side of the ball, and it can show. It shows big time. Now, Seattle, on the other hand, they have a talented, and when I mean talented running back room. They have so much talent in that running back room, and it's just crazy. And you can already see it in the running game, you know, establishing it early. And for Seattle, it's going to be big. You got a quarterback competition between Geno Smith and Drew Lock. Both of them are talented guys, but again, they're not proven guys. And it's going to be big for you to be able to rely heavily on that running game, to take the ball completely out their hands, and just to be able to, you know, have some type of identity. And you want to be able to run the ball and not put them in positions where, you know what, they got to play the passing game and play catch up in any game. So again, that running game Seattle has, those running backs, talented. And as a team, they only rushed for 96 yards on 19 carries, but they had 1 touchdown, and they were led by Travis Homer, who had 5 carries for 44 yards, and Darwin Thomas, who chipped in 6 carries for 36 yards and 1 touchdown. And Thomas also led the Hawks in receiving with 4 receptions for 52 yards. Solid production. But again, for this Seattle offense to be able to go far, they got to clean up the mistakes on it. You know, a lot of, you know, pre-snap penalties. They got to clean up the miscues on offense as far as, you know, and coming out flat. You cannot come out flat. You got to come out there and really be aggressive. They got to clean up a lot of things. But you know what? This is what training camp is for. Training camp is for, you know, the coaching. Get yourself prepared for the NFL season. Because again, when you come in training camp, you're not going to necessarily be ready for season. That's why you have that 4 weeks, that month to go ahead and prepare yourself, to get physically prepared, to get mentally prepared, to get football ready, so you can go out there and compete opening day and not just go out there and get your ass handed to you. Now for Chicago, you want to build. Again, preseason, but you still, it's confidence. You want to continue to get built 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time. When you're building a house, you set that solid foundation, because you can't do nothing without a foundation. You set that solid foundation and you build 1 brick at a time. You continue to take the coaching. You know what? You're putting a lot on Justin Fields' plate, but again, you're hoping and expecting as a true pro and him wanting to be great that he can go ahead and handle it. So continue to get better and better week in and week out. But overall, great game. That's what preseason is for. Preseason is for just this time right now for guys to get better, to work on your craft, to attack it, for coaches to coach. You know, to bring the best out of players. That's what this time is for. And it's an appreciative time. It's a humbling time. It's a great time. You know, iron sharpens iron. So one man sharpens another. I'm going in the book of Proverbs, so please forgive me. But again, continue to push yourselves to get better, gentlemen. Don't take one day for granted. Don't take it, again, go out there. Don't be content with where you're at. Always work to get better. Always look at the next man to push him to push the best out of you. I mean, again, that's how everybody gets better. And until we meet again, I hope everybody has a beautiful and blessed Friday. Oh man, the weekend is here. Oh, a lot of football is coming on tonight. Everybody be safe out there. Love on your family. Love on someone. Be kind and generous. Everybody have a beautiful and blessed day. This is The Breakdown. X's and O's with Nate Ness. Thank you again. All right, y'all. I'll check y'all later.